King Felipe VI of Spain and Queen Letizia Ortiz Roquesolano, their faces are etched into the identity of modern Spain, their love story often portrayed as a fairy tale born between a prince and a commoner. But as time has passed and royal pressures have deepened, whispers from behind palace walls now suggest that this isn't just a troubled royal romance, it is a royal entrapment. Today, we uncover the powerful, strategic, and often heartbreaking reasons why King Felipe cannot, and will not, divorce Queen Letizia, no matter the personal cost. Letizia Ortiz began her public life far from the gilded halls of the Zarzuela Palace. She was a respected journalist and news anchor, known for her eloquence, poise, and sharp intellect. When she met Prince Felipe, heir to the Spanish throne, their connection sparked controversy and fascination in equal measure. A divorced commoner with a career in the media, Letizia was an unconventional match for a future king. But Felipe, determined to marry for love, fought against tradition, family resistance, and aristocratic expectations to make Letizia his queen. Their wedding in 2004 marked a turning point, not just in their lives, but in the image of the Spanish monarchy. But fairy tales rarely hold up under the weight of reality. Over the years, cracks have formed in the public image of Spain's royal couple. Queen Letizia, admired by some for her independence and modernity, has also been labeled cold, controlling, and fiercely ambitious by others. King Felipe, now carrying the crown amid political turbulence and a public wary of royal privilege, is said to be caught between his royal duties, national stability, and personal dissatisfaction. So why can't Felipe divorce Letizia if their marriage is under strain? Why is the King of Spain, one of the most powerful figures in the country, unable to walk away from the woman he once defied centuries of royal tradition to marry? The answer lies at the intersection of politics, power, legal complexities, national unity, and even royal legacy. One of the most formidable reasons King Felipe cannot pursue a divorce lies in the fragile state of the Spanish monarchy itself. After the scandals involving his father, King Juan Carlos I, who abdicated in disgrace in 2014, Felipe took the throne with the monumental task of restoring faith in the monarchy. He launched a campaign of transparency, reformed the royal household's finances, and publicly distanced himself from his father's controversies. A divorce, especially one from a popular modern queen like Letizia, would threaten to undo that fragile trust. Public approval of the royal family has already dwindled in certain regions of Spain, especially Catalonia and the Basque Country, where monarchist sentiment is low and calls for independence have grown louder. Letizia, with her status as a commoner and former journalist, has helped bridge that disconnect. To remove her would be to sever that carefully crafted link. More than just a wife, she is a symbol of modernization, inclusivity, and the idea that the monarchy can evolve. The optics of a royal divorce in Spain would also be catastrophic. Unlike Britain, where divorces and remarriages have been normalized within the royal family, Spain still views its monarchy through a more traditional and Catholic lens. A divorce would not just be a personal event, it would be seen as a moral and institutional failure. The king, as head of state and commander of unity, would risk alienating religious groups, conservative monarchists, and even international allies. There's also the matter of constitutional optics. While Spain is a constitutional monarchy, Felipe's role is symbolic. He must remain apolitical, above the fray. A divorce would thrust him into a political firestorm, raising uncomfortable questions about the monarchy's relevance, costs, and future. Parliament, which already monitors the crown's expenditures and public appearances closely, would come under pressure to redefine or even curtail the monarchy's role in Spanish society. The very survival of the institution could be at stake. Letizia also wields a tremendous amount of personal power within the royal household. She has modernized protocols, restructured palace routines, and even reshaped how the royal family presents itself to the public. Unlike traditional queen's consort, Letizia is not content to be a silent figure. She has taken an active role in education reform, women's health, and journalism advocacy. Removing her wouldn't just be a personal loss for the king, it would destabilize the core image of the monarchy. There's also the matter of the children, Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofia. Leonor, the heir presumptive, is being meticulously prepared for the throne. Her public appearances have increased dramatically, and she recently began military training, an unprecedented step for a female royal in Spain. Letizia is known to be fiercely protective of her daughters, ensuring their privacy, education, and emotional well-being. A divorce could fracture that carefully orchestrated upbringing. The royal family cannot afford a custody battle, media frenzy, or emotional disruption in Leonor's path to the crown. But perhaps most critically, Queen Letizia is not an ordinary royal wife. According to palace insiders and former aides, Letizia has built herself a fortress, legally, emotionally, and politically. There are unverified reports of prenuptial agreements that grant her significant protection, influence, and resources in case of separation. More provocatively, some claim that Letizia holds leverage, documents, recordings, or knowledge of royal operations that could cause embarrassment if she were ever pushed out unceremoniously. These are rumors that cannot be substantiated, but they persist in whispered corners of Madrid's elite circles. Letizia's journalistic background has also made her deeply media-savvy. She knows how to manipulate public perception, time her appearances, and redirect narratives in her favor. Over the years, she has survived rumors of plastic surgery, icy family relations, and even accusations of diva-like behavior, all without losing her standing. She has built a brand that transcends royalty, one that makes her indispensable to the modern monarchy. For King Felipe, any attempt to dissolve the marriage would not just risk political fallout, it would open the floodgates to personal and institutional exposure. The monarchy's finances, personal communications, and inner workings could be dissected under a microscope, all while his daughters are thrust into the chaos. With such high stakes, remaining in the marriage becomes less about love and more about royal survival. And then there's the personal dimension, Philippe's enduring sense of duty. Raised in a tightly controlled royal environment, he was groomed from birth to serve. His stoic demeanor, military training, and devotion to constitutional order make him a man of restraint. Walking away from Letizia would mean admitting failure, not just as a husband, but as a monarch. For someone who fought so hard to marry for love, the cost of letting go may be too unbearable to pay. Behind palace doors, their relationship may be strained, distant, even transactional. But in public, the facade holds strong. They walk side by side, attend state banquets, support each other's causes, and appear united for the cameras. Whatever storms rage privately, they are carefully hidden behind royal protocol. And so, Spain watches, sometimes with admiration, other times with skepticism, as its king and queen navigate the most complicated role of all, staying married for the sake of a crown, a country, and the very future of their dynasty. In the end, the real question is not whether King Felipe will divorce Queen Letizia, but how long they can continue playing their royal roles on a stage where every gesture, every silence, and every decision shapes the destiny of a nation. So, what do you think? Is King Felipe VI a prisoner of his own throne? Or is this the ultimate act of royal duty? Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. This story isn't over yet.